Hey, what's going on guys? Kai here, and welcome back to Let's Play Valkyrie Profile 2, Silmeria. Before going on further into the Turgan mines, one thing I had to do in between episodes was leave to save my game, and then come back here. And in that process, I did fight all of the enemies along the way, just out of habit. And from those giant snails, I actually just picked up a black pearl, which is a red strengthening rune, and it increases your max HP by 3%, just like the Barakas. So if you didn't want to farm the Barakas from that Rhino earlier, then this would be another chance to get a red strengthening rune. And I was going to go over that next time we fought one in a battle, but it just happened, so it's fresh on my mind. And as such, one thing that wasn't fresh on my mind in the last episode was when I was fighting the Kraken, I learned, here it is, guard motion for Lylia. Reduces all damage by 20%, however it prevents you from dodging or blocking. Not like those happen very often. Anyways, I think that's a fair trade. It also makes you more susceptible to status ailments. However, if you're fighting enemies that don't inflict any, then guard motion is really good. It's also really good if you're trying to be inflicted with a particular status ailment to take advantage of those gray accessories, then that would make your life a little bit easier. Anyways, let's continue onwards. It's a pretty short dungeon overall, so I think we can get through it in today's episode. There's only one more new enemy here. Oh wait, hitting this switch lowers the bridge. However, I don't want to do that. Let's jump down here first. And fight some more enemies. Again, these wasps are weak to fire, or virus, whichever works for you. I usually like to start off with Lizard, because a good firestorm is a good way to get those royal jellies, and those will come in handy later. The other item you can get from these guys is called Legion. Oh my god, stop! Well, it's going to be good for experience if we can actually make it to the leader. Let's see, leader's in the back. Leader of the pack.
Firestorm. Firestorm.
There we go. Easy enough.
I will not deny you tried, but cruel.
Anyways, over here, get 5,000 off, awesome. And a dais, if you wanted to place any seal stones on there, you could.
All set? Weapons ready?
Yep, we're all set. Weapons are ready. Let's see, this time we're just going to go right over here.
Prepare yourself.
Die!
Firestorm.
Die!
Death by fire, by cold.
Alright, over here we have a little elevator. There's one of these at the entrance to the dungeon as well. Honeysuckle dews, awesome. Whoa! Another anointed cloak, very nice for your archers. Guaranteed initiative. Normally that would be really, really bad. However, since the battlefields are so large, it's not really a big deal because by the time you get to an enemy, you're going to have a bunch of AP. Either because they split, or by the time you walk over there, you would have regenerated enough to actually do some damage.
Die! Die!
Gotta love that instant braking. Yeah, remember those are also bugs, and if you have Bug Swatter, you can use instant braking on them as well.
Gotcha!
This is kind of a waste.
Die!
Firestorm.
The reason I wasn't attacking with Arngrim or Alicia is because they don't have any elemental weapons, so it only
What's
deals
wrong with
0
you?
damage. I could equip the Car's Knot because it does have Ghostbuster, but it only has one attack, and really, as you can see, Virus is enough to kill anything in here. Whoops, I don't want that. Fetter's Wrath prevents you from dodging or counterattacking. Again, not a big deal.
They're in front of us. They're behind us.
Seems like a wasted mechanic now that I think about. Oh shit. Ooh, I need more AP. I was gonna say Thunderstorm would be really good here with descaling might, but yeah, we're gonna get hit.
I'm injured.
Oh well.
Firestorm.
You ain't gonna be standing when I'm through with you.
Nice. I love that slow motion effect.
Firestorm.
Oh, you want some too? Let's go!
This is it. Die.
No, we're not gonna let you heal yourself.
I want neither to harm nor be
Hey,
harmed.
very nice. Not that I'm going to be using all of those, but they're there all the same. Right now my priority with Alicia is to just learn all of the skills, and then after that I'll actually start putting them to use or going for more specific setups. Let's see, now she needs survival and cure condition, so we need a healing rune. And what else? Earth and training, okay. There we go. That isn't one other aspect of the Einherjar system that I don't like, is that whenever they join your party, you have to spend a lot of time teaching them old skills just to get them up to speed. Otherwise, they're pretty much just... Why did I attack? Anyways. I mean, I don't mind grinding a little bit, but eventually it does get really old to keep going back and teaching skills to all of these new characters that you plan on using. If only there was a way to learn skills quicker. Let's see, giant snails. We could talk about these guys in more detail now. They're a giant enemy, so unfortunately we don't have the proper critical skill to deal with them yet. Oh, I can't hit that guy? Alright, you know what? Let's try to paralyze him. And they have a couple of attacks that can poison your party, so you gotta watch out for that. That's also one of the reasons why I bought those honeysuckle dudes earlier. Ooh. Yeah, sneaky. Another gallstone, nice. I think you can also use those back at Vilnor to make a pair of green boots for heavy warriors, which are the best pair of boots for quite some time. And it would be good to combine with those barrel bracelets for more attack power, but I'm not too worried about it right now.
Let's do it! You will die!
Yeah, there we go. Once you break the shell, its exposed body part is a vital body part, so once you break that, instant KO. That's the way to
Easy
go.
as pie.
Yep, easy as pie. Ooh, break up for Lazard. Nice. Let's go ahead and give that to him. And now that he's done learning it, we're going to boost his magic power as much as we can. And we'll go with a copper coin. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, moving on. No, we're not going to fight you. I am going to fight this beetle, because you can possibly run into a really rare enemy that we did not. It's called a Clayman, and we're just going to hide behind here to get some AP. But the Clayman is basically just a palette swap of the tentacle monster we fought down in the dungeon of Japan's castle. Same attacks, same item drops, but they are considered unholy, so if you want to equip Unholy Purifier, that would be a good idea. But they don't drop anything that I particularly care about. Kill him. Yes, we can. Alright.
Firestorm.
You will die! You ain't gonna be standing when I'm through.
Nice.
You will die! You will die!
And Virus is
What's
just
wrong with
amazing
you?
here. Hey, level up for Lazard, and he learned Guard Reinforce. Increases your physical defense in battle, which is pretty nice. Let's see, up here. Oh. Get a Dwarf Tincture, and off to the right is another Archer Einherjar, but I'm going to wait until after the boss. Ah, here we go. We get the Brimstone Lost Steelstone, and what it does is it gives your party the ability called Turn to Fire. And basically, all of your physical attacks become Fire Elemental. You also absorb fire attacks, but you lose all of your ice resistance. And one thing you could do is put this on a dais to make all of the enemies Fire Elemental, and if you equip items that give you resistance to fire, you can become immortal. Or you can do what I did and hold on to it to make all of your attacks Fire Elemental. Anyways, if you don't have the key to the mines, you can't get through here. And in the next room is the boss. But one thing I should explain first is that even though your attacks are now Fire Elemental, your Heavy Warriors and your Light Warriors aren't going to be dealing nearly as much damage as you might think they are, because what the game doesn't tell you is that elemental attacks rely on your magic stat. So now that they are able to deal damage to the ghosts, it won't be anything super crazy unless you boost your character's magic stats. Virus, however, has Psycho-Sama, so she's going to be a beast. Let's see, how is she doing on skills? Yeah, whatever. Let's just go after the boss. What the hell is that?
It will be trouble if these eggs begin to hatch.
Alright guys, it's boss time against the Wasp Queen. Okay, we got a couple of things to deal with in this battle. First of all, these guys. Second of all, this is kind of it's a bit of a bastard move on the game's part, but you have these insect eggs over here, and they're not indicated on your map at all. And if you let them live, they're going to hatch more enemies that you have to deal with. So you want to take those guys out first.
Firestorm.
Man, 800 damage. Can't get over that. We're only like level 13. Okay, so against the Wasp Queen, I would like to break her tail to get a very good item, but if not, well, it's no big deal.
Firestorm. Drink deeply the power of my attack.
Why can't that happen during the boss? Okay, the problem with the tail is that it has really high defense, so I might just spam attacks with the same few characters. Yeah, they're only dealing not very much damage. The only thing that Alicia has that can deal good damage is Mirage Pierce because it ignores defense. Everyone else, not so much. Let's see, 40... They're not going to make it easy on me, are they? What the hell hit Alicia? Well, anyways, let's use a Dwarf Tincture here. There we go, big needle, very nice. Now let's go for the kill. The big needle is a red piercing rune, so now your characters, other than archers, can learn some pretty good skills. By the way, this boss is also an insect, which is another reason why I wanted Pyrus to learn Bug Swatter. Could have brought Rufus along too, but meh. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Okay, whenever she does that, she's gonna use an attack called Omega Delta, or Variation Omega, something like that. It hurts, so just kill her. Ooh, Banshee Scales, very nice.
I think you got overexcited.
Yeah, pretty good experience. Hey, nice. Overdrive, awesome. Overdrives reduce your AP consumption by 20% for a limited amount of time in battle. They're pretty good. 15,000 auth, nice. And here you can get the Gold Grubber Law. It triples your auth, however it cancels any experience that you would earn during battle. This is really good if you're trying to learn skills, because your characters won't become over-leveled. Therefore, your levels won't technically affect how quickly you gain skills. So one thing you could do is like take a character that you want to learn skills, put them in a party with a bunch of low-level characters, like, you know, these guys that you haven't used ever, and then you can learn skills that way, because the game uses your party's average level to determine how quickly you learn spells. Since you're not gaining experience, you're not gaining levels. Anyways, I'm going to save my game here, and then meet you at the Einherjar relic in the next room. So, be right back. Alright guys, we're back, and as you saw, we just recruited Lylia, and that is the archer that I wanted to recruit. The other character, I believe, is Millidia. But Lylia here is very unique. She comes with the Victorious Vitality skill, which gives you a full recover after battle, which is pretty nice. She comes with 2 Holy Elemental attacks, Aiming Wisp and Rising Wisp. And more importantly, she has Guard Reinforce, which is also nice. And if you look at her background, I'm going to leave this one on screen now just because I want to talk about it real quick. She's the daughter of a lord in Krell Monfrain. She's a holy child. And she was about to marry into the royal family, but then she just disappeared. No one knows why. And then a couple years later, she returned to the capital, but she was in a fragile mental state, and shortly after, she threw herself from the castle walls. That sounds familiar, doesn't it? Yeah, remember Woltar? Our other Einherjar is the guy who kidnapped Lylia, tortured her, and you know, that's how that whole story wraps up. So that's pretty cool how the Einherjar have story arcs that coincide with one another. And if this is something you're interested in, I know there's somebody on, I think, GameFAQs or somewhere that has compiled all of these stories and information into a timeline. So if you want to check that out, I'll probably put a link to that down below in the video description. It's pretty cool. But anyways, that's all we can do, or that's everything we can do here in the Turgan Mines. So what I'm going to do in between episodes is backtrack all the way out of here, go back to Vilnor, rest up, and I will just meet you on the world map next time, where we will head to Kalstad. But until then, as always guys, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day. Take care.